Welcome to cauliflower lasagna. If you want to watch the video without my talking, feel free to click the link in the description below. It'll take you to one that has some music, so you don't have to listen to me talk, but if you want to know kind of how I did it, then I'm going to talk you through it. Cauliflower lasagna. So I'm basically packing this full of veggies. What I always do is I chuck my mushrooms, my onions, my carrots, and my celery, cut them up. Oh, sorry, I grated my carrots in this recipe, but anyway, cook them up. Basically, that's what I'm doing here. I'm cooking them up, and then I'm just gonna prep my cauliflower as well. So I use half a large cauliflower. You could use however much cauliflower you want. I mean, you don't have to use cauliflower, but I do believe it does make it kind of like more creamier, especially when you're mimicking the like dairy freeness. This is raw meat. I used about 400 grams of mince, and then I just like, this is why I don't know if I should make recipe videos, because this right here is just some whatever spice mix I had in the cupboard. You could just put your own spices in there, and I do. There's enough garlic to ward off all of the winter bugs. And then going forward from there, see, I just put some beef stock in there. I really feel like you've just got to feel it. Like, how much do I put in? It's just what I felt like. So then I just throw this in. I think I threw half of this packet in, and then partway through I was like, you know what, we're going to throw the whole thing in. Canned tomatoes. I definitely recommend my lasagna. I don't like too tomato-y. So I only chuck in one can and then add in some tomato paste, which you'll see in a minute. But I mean, go ham with the larger can of tomatoes if you want, or 2 cans of tomatoes, and then I add some water because you want it, I don't know, like you want it to be, I don't know, I guess some people make like a bolognese sauce, right, and then they make their mince, but I just put it all together, and then, but you want it to be saucy enough that the lasagna has something to like soak up so it's not dry. And then I throw on a decent amount of soya sauce. Really, it's like, I mean, it's a how-to video, but you can see how it's done, right? You just throw everything together, which I know is very frustrating to some people, but I just throw it together. You really can't screw it up. Put some barbecue in there for some sweetness. This is, again, preferential, if that's a word. I'm sorry, editing Holly here. Also in that mince, I added in my grated carrot now and my like frozen spinach cubes. It's already cut up frozen spinach. I just added that in and let it mix through while the mince was like cooking. I don't know the rest. I don't know where the rest of my video went. Sorry, apologies, but that's how I did that, even though I don't have footage. Yeah. So your cauliflower was steaming. Don't boil it, just steam it. But I mean, you could boil it. So then I'm just making my cheese sauce, which is butter, flour. So you still make your roux like normal. And if you weren't putting the cauliflower, you can pretty much say put your herbs, put your salt, put your pepper, stir your flour through, add your milk slowly. I mean, you kind of get a thick and creamy sauce. Yeah, sometimes I chuck garlic and different herbs in this and kind of make a herby creamy sauce, but this one's got to be done with cauliflower. So essentially what I've done is, you can see it there, pretty much the same as making a normal sauce, but use almond milk. You could use oat milk in that if you like. I prefer the almond milk, especially the barista one. The non-barista ones do often curdle. Maybe don't do that. And then I just blend my cauliflower. I couldn't be bothered waiting for it to cool down, so I just put some cold milk in there so I didn't burn myself. Also, if you've got like a food processor, that's probably a very easy way to do it, but I just use my magic bullet. Stick blender would be great as well. And then you can see it's just this thick creamy sauce. If it still is like cauliflowery, you can always add a little bit more salt. And now you're just going to watch me for a good 30 seconds layer it up, which I'm pretty sure every single person in the whole entire world knows how to layer a lasagna. And again, this is not the correct way wherever. I don't even know if this is Italian. It's really, I don't know if I should be showing this video. That's not really how you make lasagna, but that's how I make lasagna. It tastes good. Yeah, so you just got to keep layering it up, really. And this is the partner. See, look, see, that's this. So this one's dairy, and I'm just adding in the cheese, a few layers in, so it's still kind of cheesy. Whereas the dairy-free one off to the side there, I just haven't added in the cheese. I do have some dairy-free cheese to go on top. I use the Angel Food cheddar, which kind of melts a little bit. It melts better in a toaster than what it does in the oven, but still melts enough for pizzas and stuff. So that's the one we use. So I just melted that in. I did need to add in a little bit more salt and pepper on the top after I put the cheese in. And then I just put it in the oven, really. How long did I put it in the oven for? I don't know. Just until you can like stab a knife through it, which you can see here. Also, no, I didn't cross-contaminate. I stabbed in the dairy-free one first before stabbing in the other one. But I'm really getting ahead of myself because I'm still topping this lasagna. She's taking some time, so if you wanted to watch this without me talking, you probably could have just sped through this, or hopefully you just sped through this anyway while I was talking. Yeah. See? And then you just put it in the oven, really. And that did sound easy. You still got to do the dishes, though. That is a bit rough about this dish. It's a lot of components. but it goes pretty well. So that's the dairy-free one there, cooked, and then easily into the dairy one there. So the only thing I did was, yeah, put cheese on it. But it tastes like a normal lasagna. It's got plenty of veggies in it. My kids don't really know, so even if it wasn't dairy-free, it's still a good way to get heaps of those veggies in, I guess. So there's a little lasagna there. Thanks for watching.